It's massive here, you see. But there's not a new development around it. Isn't there development going on?
It's the whole, we're a cornerstone of it there.
Yeah,
the rest is all commercial development.
That's what I was thinking. This is a big new development. Yeah, because that's already begun, hasn't it?
That's started.
Yeah.
Right, I'll also go in further. Unfortunately, much of
the feed and interaction between those spaces and the foyers and audience numbers.
Okay, I'm Mac Reynolds, Project Director of the MAC project. What exactly is this exhibition today then?
This is an exhibition which is describing the progress so far in the development of the MAC. The Old Museum Art Centre, OMAC as we're called, we've been working on the creation of a major city centre art centre for Belfast for a long time, and we can now very clearly see the finishing line. So this exhibition is about informing our artists, our audiences, our key funders, and everybody in the city, in fact, and indeed in the whole of Northern Ireland, about where we are in this really exciting process.
So you're saying exciting now, the fact that it's actually coming off the page and it's finally come to reality almost, that must be really exciting for you.
Yeah, it is very exciting, and it's also quite frightening because it took me a little while to realise that looking at those lines and the lines on those pages were actually going to at some point become walls, and I had to really concentrate to make sure that they were in the right place. Of course I don't work alone, I have a team of people who work with me, including the artists and the audiences who are going to be the people who populate the MAC. So for instance, through early consultation we had designed what we thought was the optimum space for the 350 seat performance space. But then with further consultation with the artists who would actually be in that space, we radically redesigned it. Also in this exhibition we've got 3 or 4 options for seats. We're asking our audiences to choose which seat they think should be in the theatres in the MAC, which ones are the most comfortable. So this is a collaborative process. We don't want to make these decisions in isolation, and we want as many people to buy into it as possible.
So Anne, one of the unique selling points of the Old Museum Art Centre is of course its intimacy. Do you think you're going to lose that with the increased space of the MAC?
Well, it will be different. There's no question the MAC is going to be different from OMAC, but we've worked very hard in its design to ensure that we bring certain aspects of OMAC's character with us. For instance, the 120-seat performance space, which in many ways will do pretty much what OMAC's current 90-seat theatre space does, is designed to be almost exactly the same, only fixed. It will have back-of-house facilities, it will have air conditioning, it will have comfy seats, it will have appropriate access for all types of audience members and performers. So we will bring aspects of OMAC with us, but we'll be 21st century compatible.
Okay, Alistair Hall of Hackett Hall McKnight Architects. So what's the basis of this presentation then today?
Well, today's exhibition material just marks where we're at with this project. We won this commission about 1.5 years ago. The project is due to start construction on the site in March, April next year, and the exhibition is really a chance for folk who know OMAC and who are interested to come along and just see where we've got to, give you a chance to understand what the building's going to be about, where it is, how big it is, and what's in it.
Okay, now when you got the commission, was there any sort of brief you got with it?
Yes, yeah, there was a very detailed process. We won the commission through an international design competition, and part of that competition was very much how you responded to a very detailed brief that OMAC had put together. So, yeah, the details of what's in the building, how big it is, what kind of functionality it has to manage, that was very much fixed from the outset.
Is the MAC taking their place among the big boys now in Belfast, such as the Lyric and Grand Opera House?
Yes, very much so. OMAC, as you rightly suggest, is a small player, significant but small. The MAC is going to be absolutely huge. In purely spatial terms, it'll be 8 times bigger than OMAC currently is. When it's completed, its tower will reach to 34 metres, which is 105 feet. It will bring a new landmark to the Belfast skyline that will be seen throughout the city, pretty much like the Victoria Centre dome. The MAC itself will be, as I say, 6 stories high with a basement. It'll be 5,500 square metres, which is the equivalent of 55 3-bedroom semi-detached houses. So it's a small town of art.
The board of the Old Museum Art Centre, so we've been very heavily involved in the preparations for this. and I think it's an absolutely inspirational building. It's a building that kind of folds the outer skin of Belfast into the interior of a wonderfully designed building that's very, very much geared for the public, coming in, participating, really feeling that it's their art centre and there's no barrier between them and actually appreciating the art that belongs to everybody within this community. So I think it's really exciting.
My name's Adam Duff and I'm a member of the youth panel here at the Museum Arts Centre. At the minute we're in the middle of our developments for the MAC, which is the new Inventive Arts Centre for Belfast. The youth panel itself is heavily involved in all the preparations for the MAC and deciding what youth in Belfast actually want to know and what they want in the MAC. And it's our job to sort of make sure that gets done. We think that the MAC is it's a great project and it will give many people different opportunities that they normally wouldn't have to get in Belfast, and will hopefully open many doors to people who are wanting to enter the industry in future years.
I think it's a fantastic idea. All the pieces, it looks really well at the minute. You know, the design concept, everything, you know, especially for all the theatre spaces that we're going to have. Just really pleased and it's exciting for Belfast.